Hey everybody, welcome into the Nesson Studios. Michaela Vernava here, joined via satellite by UFC President Dana White, who is out in Chicago, Illinois for a very exciting card this weekend, UFC 225. First of all, Dana, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Now, the main event of UFC 225, I'm super excited for this fight, Robert Whittaker versus YOEL Romero. Their last fight at 213, obviously very closely judged 48-47 across the board, and Romero's cardio seemed to be a bit of an issue. From what you know about the way these guys have prepared for this time around, what makes you think that this fight might be different from the last one we saw between these two?
It might not. It was a great fight. You know, both guys are powerful, explosive. Both guys can viciously knock you out. And I actually, out of all the fights that are on this card, and this card is probably one of the most, if not the most, stacked card we've ever done, I expect that to be the fight of the night.
Well, the co-main event, RDA versus Colby Covington, is another one I'm really looking forward to. Covington, a guy that seems to be more hated than he is loved, especially by fans, and fighters have even called him out, calling him a fraud for his trash talk. From your experience with Covington, what's with the trash talk? Is it an act or is it legit?
Well, I think he absolutely loves to be hated, to be honest with you. I mean, he came out here in Chicago and started telling people, your pizza sucks, and I hate Chicago, and you know, at the open workouts yesterday, and you can imagine the people in Chicago were going crazy, booing him. And you know, you can say whatever you want to say. You still got to get in there and fight RDA on Saturday. And you know, if you look at his last win over Damian Maia, he looked incredible. So let's see if he can do the same thing to RDA.
I was in Chicago a few weeks ago. I personally thought the deep dish pizza was really good, but I mean, was he really out there eating deep dish pizza when he's trying to cut weight for a fight?
I am. Chicago pizza doesn't suck, I can tell you that.
But as a Boston sports fan, I'm sure you can side with him on, you know, our sports teams being a little better. But moving on, CM Punk versus Mike Jackson. These are two 0-1 fighters, and Punk's debut in the octagon was underwhelming. So what's the end game here with this bout?
I think, you know, we talked, CM Punk and I, and this guy wants to fight in the UFC. He wanted another fight, so I gave him the opportunity. I like him. He's a nice guy. He's got a lot of heart and a lot of guts to step into the octagon in front of the whole world and put it on the line. So I'm going to give him another shot.
And also on this card, two heavyweight bouts, one on the main card and then the other prelims, ALISTAIR OVEREEM versus fourth-ranked Curtis Blaydes. I'm just curious, was there ever any consideration, especially because Blaydes is fighting in his hometown of Chicago, to actually have them on the main card?
Yeah, they're the main event. There's three different main events at a UFC fight. You got UFC Fight Pass main event, which is Rashad Evans. Then you have Fox main event, which is Blaydes versus Overeem. And then you have the pay-per-view main event. So those guys are in a very good spot. There's nothing to complain about.
Well, also, Dana, Conor McGregor now posted on his Instagram account that he would have been ranked #2 on the Forbes highest paid athletes list, but that he came in at #4 because he didn't fight on May 12th in Rio. What is your reaction to that?
Yeah, you know, if you look at how long he's been out since the Mayweather fight, he maybe could have been #1, to be honest with you, if he would have kept fighting the way that he fought before the Mayweather fight. So yeah, no, that's true.
And for that reason, Khabib's agent has now come out and said that he doesn't want Khabib fighting McGregor because he doesn't think he's deserving of that fight since he has been out for so long. What is your reaction to that?
Who said that?
Khabib's agent.
Oh, yeah. We'll see what happens with Conor McGregor. He's got to handle his court stuff in New York, and he and I still got to get together. So we'll see how this thing plays out. Khabib versus Conor is the fight to make. It's the fight that makes sense. So we'll see.
Okay, well, as far as this weekend, you have already said this might be the most stacked card you've ever had. There are 10 fighters who have either been UFC champions or have fought in a title fight. Which fight of the weekend are you most looking forward to?
That's a tough one. I love the Claudia Gadelha fight. I'm excited to see that fight. And obviously the co-main and main event are both going to be awesome. So, yeah, those are the three I'm most looking forward to.
Dana, we being a New England sports network, I have to ask you a couple of Boston sports questions. First of all, how about them Red Sox? Are you going to be attending a game at Fenway Park this summer?
Yeah, I definitely want to this summer. It's, you know, it's so fun being a Boston fan. The Celtics, you know, how well they did this season. Every year the Patriots are awesome, and yeah, it's fun to see the Red Sox doing well. I'm definitely going to catch a game at some point this summer.
Well, I hope the weather is good for you when you finally do attend a game. But as for the Celtics, would you like to see LeBron James in green?
Oh, God, yes. Oh, my God, yes. Of course. I mean, LeBron gets so much hate. This guy's a stud. You know, when they beat the Celtics, I was hoping they would go on to win. You know, how do you not like LeBron, and how would you not love for LeBron to come to the Boston Celtics? That would be insane.
I agree with you there, Dana. Last question. Did you have any issue with Tom Brady not showing up to the Patriots OTAs this spring?
I never have issues with Tom Brady ever. I hope Tom Brady plays till he's 50. You know, Tom can do whatever the hell Tom wants to do. I love Tom Brady.
All right, Dana, thank you so much.
Stop hating on Tom Brady, Boston. Are you guys crazy? This guy has brought us to the promised land so many times. Yes, he can miss whatever he wants.
Amen to that. Dana, thanks for joining us.